So we're going to get right to McCall because you're seeing something on your phone there that someone has sent in. And what is this?
So Ashley Hartman, she works with us and one of our other departments. She's driving near the Darke County, Preble County line, and she says, I just saw a tornado. So she sent me a video, and I don't know, Stuart, if you can zoom in here. And I went ahead and I went over to my radar, and I was able to see where there is going to be a little bit of a circulation. I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this once again. And you're going to see right in the, there we go, in the center of the screen here, that there is a funnel cloud that appears to be forming there. And what I'm going to do is there must be a tornado warning associated with this.
One just came in.
You can see how this thunderstorm is wrapping up right near Potsdam. We have this counterclockwise flow with the center of the storm right over Potsdam at this point in time, and it looks to be moving to the east-northeast, just south of Lauren, over toward West Milton. Oh, that's a different video. Look at that.
And this was by a coworker, so we know this is legit.
This wasn't her. This wasn't hers that she sent. But that certainly looks as though it's all the way down to the ground at this point.
And this is near West Milton, Foreman Road, and Red River West Grove Road.
Tipp City to Troy, you have this large-scale rotation above you. Troy, you look to be far enough north that the tornado threat doesn't exist for you, but still some very strong winds. So stay where you are. Tipp City, this storm is just to your north. So if you live north of West Main Street, the most intense part of those winds are just to your north. Okay, so it looks as though there's a debris signature there near Grayson. So I believe that we may have, in fact, a tornado that touched down somewhere near Cowellsville and is near Grayson, as we are getting an indication of debris now showing up on our radar.
Phillipsburg and West Milton, these are two images of a funnel cloud. The one on the right's a few minutes later, but so these images are a little bit old, but these are just more images of the funnel cloud that we've seen across the region. Weather Service also has indicated, too, like you mentioned near Grayson, that they're still continuing to see evidence of a tornado occurring very close to Grayson, heading east-northeast toward Haven View in Miami County.
Guys, just a little bit to the south and west of that, getting reports, the Meijer Distribution Center up in Tipp City, damage on Kessler, Cowellsville, and Peters roads. It's there. And then it's gone. But again, that's going to be on the western side of 75. But it shows you just how quickly these things are popping up, and they can be on the ground for a few moments, and then they can be gone.
We do have some damage to the Meijer Distribution Center. We've got a picture of it from Tipp City. Taking a look at it now, this, James, you say this is on the northwest side of the building, and this is right along 75.
Correct, just on the west side of 75, just a little south of Tipp. And again, that is a big building. And look at the damage. Wow. I mean, that stretches the length of that building on the northwest side. Mike Campbell is on scene. Mike, if you could give us a quick 30 seconds of what you know there, sir. You just got on scene in the last few minutes.
Okay, James, what I can tell you is that we were on our way up here to this Meijer Distribution Center after we heard reports of damage, and we heard them asking a number of the crews to come to the northwest side of the building, which you actually just mentioned a moment ago, and because that is where they found the most damage. And at first they had thought that the building was okay until they first got crews over on this side, and then realized that this northwest corner not only has damage to the roof, but obviously completely to the side of the building. A lot of the wall here actually caved inwards, so clearly the storm was coming across and going towards 75, and the wind blew that wall in to the building. As you see, the firefighters are now putting a ladder truck up. Not sure if they are going to try to have someone climb up and take a look at the top. We also heard a report as we were driving up here that they wanted to check out some hissing in the northwest section of the building. It has not been confirmed what that was, or if in fact it was anything to be concerned about or not, but it's something that crews are checking out. Now, this side of the building is an employee parking lot, which may not always be full, but right now, because of what has happened, a number of people were pulling in to this lot just to look at the damage. But of course, that is a problem for emergency crews who are trying to get up here and do some emergency assessments with people. That truck you see there now had to actually keep honking and honking at people to get out of their way as they tried to get close to the building so that they could do their work. So they're asking anyone in the area to stay away from the Meijer Distribution Distribution Center to pull back out if they are not supposed to be here, so that they, again, can keep their emergency crews focused on what they want to do, which is assessing the building.
Molly, I know your shot could go down. It's been kind of iffy, but go ahead and tell us what you got there.
Yeah, Cheryl and James, we were driving around Darke County trying to find where some storm damage was, and all of a sudden, as we came down the road here on 49, my photographer said, oh, right there. And this is what we're seeing. Take a look at the roof of this barn right now. This roof, I just talked to the homeowner. Apparently, they just put it in the fall. And as we come down a little bit, look at this massive, massive tree that the storm took out. To give you a little bit of perspective, I'm about 5. The roots of this tree extended out farther than I am tall. So this was a big tree, this was a sturdy tree, but it was no match for this storm. Now, right now, the lawn is clear, but that's only a new development in just the last 20 minutes or so, because a tow truck just came by. I believe we have some video to show you of a car that was driving down this road and just flipped right onto its top. He watched the storm come through. He watched what looked to be a tornado come through this area, and then he was getting video of this, which we'll show you as soon as we can get it into our system. But he said that he stopped recording as soon as he started watching this car flip, because he works for the fire department. He said, I know that I need to help this guy. Apparently, they were able to get him out. He really was not hurt, and he went home. Then they took the car away. But I want to give you a little bit of that interview, because it's just pretty remarkable that he was able to walk away from this once you see that video.
Well, I saw it flip end over probably 4 to 6 times. I expected the driver to be injured, and remarkably, he wasn't. He was seat belted in, airbags went off, and he had just minor contusions.
So not only was the driver not hurt, but also nobody was home when this storm hit the barn. I was talking to the homeowner just a little while ago. It hit the barn. It hit another barn in back of here. She said that they raise pigs. All of the pigs are fine. No one was home when this happened. So all of the humans are fine as well. Just some damage to the barns. And then obviously this tree. I want to give you guys another look at this. Look at how deep down inside this goes. These were some really, really serious, really sturdy tree roots that this storm just took out.
I think, Molly, if you can hear me, what's even more impressive is how it snapped that tree on the other side of you. I mean, it snapped it right at the base of the trunk of that tree.
Yeah, let's behind that tree.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's take a look right around here and look at this one.
Wow.
There's another one right here. I mean, the trunk of this tree has to be, I don't know, 6 feet or so in diameter if we were to wrap it all the way around. Mm-hmm. Nope, no issue. The storm just took it right out.
And you're on 49.
It's crazy. And so I was talking with the sheriff.
I was just going to say, are you in Miami County or North?
Oh, go ahead, Cheryl.
Montgomery County. I'm trying to just determine exactly where you are.
Yeah, so the homeowner says that we are in Laura. She said that is the absolute last home in Darke County. So we're right on the edge there in Darke County. I was talking to the sheriff. He said that there's about a mile-long path of damage in the area, but he said it primarily goes through empty fields, but there are some other barns that have some damage as well, though he said that he's heard no reports of a single person getting hurt.
Okay, there you go. So as we fly Sky 7 over this portion of the building, the northwest side. If you're just joining us, just getting home tonight, folks, this is the Meijer Distribution Center, which is just on the west side of 75 in the Tipp City area. This afternoon, a tornado hit. Numerous reports of people inside. We're still trying to better understand, Cheryl, how many people were there. And again, this is a huge
facility. A lot of people work there.
You're looking at semi-trailers on screen left. So that's a trailer for an 18-wheeler, and it gives you perspective of how big this building is. But it hit this side of the building.
Northwest side, and lots of damage. And we have no reports of injuries. Mike Campbell did say earlier that he'd heard there were no injuries, but we don't have that confirmed. Yeah. So he is staying on scene. He's there with Chuck Hamlin, and they're going to find out if anybody was hurt when this massive facility got hit by a tornado this afternoon.
I think, when we first saw the first images, you have cars parked in the parking lot, meaning people are in there. One of our viewers had sent me a text saying her daughters work there. They were not working there today, but there are a lot of people who work inside this facility. It was late afternoon, and we're also told this side of the facility where a lot of the groceries and the food portion of Meijers Distribution Center is. Here we are. You need to watch right around here. See that poof of material, right there. You can see debris flying around, and then you see that what looks like a bunch of ash, whatever it is. It's building material right there in the middle. Watch that. See that? And so again, that's the Meijer facility
when it gets hit.
Okay, let me show you a picture somebody just sent me. This is inside that Meijer distribution center. You see basically light. The roof is gone, and as I showed Cheryl, I mean, those are stacks and stacks of material, of goods.
Of goods that are waiting to be distributed because it's a distribution center, but you can see looking forward in that's where the wall came down.
I bet you at least six different shelves high, based on the way that picture looks, of material goods that are inside there. And then, as Cheryl said, that's the side of the wall on the northwest side of that facility, which is now gone. So thank you very much to a loyal Channel 7 viewer who just sent this my way for showing us. And again, that's the outside version. So we just took you from inside to outside, showing you just how bad the damage is.
And the good thing, at least so far, we have not heard any reports of injuries anywhere. We are seeing damage to Meijer Distribution Center, trees. Molly was next to a huge tree that was down. We're hearing some homes damaged, roofs, things like that, barns across that area, but no confirmed reports of injuries. So we're grateful for that, and we hope it stays that way.
Yeah, folks, as we are going to step away at this 7:35 hour, I'm letting you know Storm Tracker 7 has just arrived on scene. We're seeing some damage to trees, emergency crews as well. Count on us for this breaking news coverage over the next several hours. And, of course, tonight at 11 o'clock, our team will be here. Social media throughout the night. If it's safe for you where you live and you have damage, please share your pictures with us. We are so very grateful for everyone who has been a part of our coverage this afternoon.
Thanks for joining us. And come on back at 11. And, of course, if there's anything else to report in the meantime, we'll be sure to let you know.
Please be safe.